I grew up in the Southwest, in the desert, so I was always an outdoorsy kid. Spent a lot of time hiking, biking, climbing, that sort of thing. Went to forestry school so I could get paid to do those things. I did for 5 seasons. And then I had to change of direction, went to chiropractic school, and I spent my career as a chiropractor. While I was building my practice and raising my kids and my family, spent lots of time outside. Now that my kids are grown, I'm happy to be back to outdoor sports, outdoor adventures, and discovered whitewater kayaking about 10 years ago. And since then, I've spent most of my free time doing this. So right now I'm a ACA L4 certified whitewater kayak instructor, and I've been teaching with NOLI since we started, so 7 years. So I first got into whitewater boating when a friend of mine gave me a boat that he was getting rid of, and I took it out to the river, and the first day I really struggled with the skill set. I had a hard time staying upright, swam a lot out of the boat that day, and it just was not, didn't come easily to me. But I liked being outside, and I liked being on the water, and I liked getting new skills. And so I thought, this is something that I need to pursue, and have really ever since. What I found with boating is there's an infinite progression. Everybody finds their place, but you can always work on a new skill. There's a new river, new level to run it at, different boats to try. So there's just an infinite variety of things. And the river community is really outstanding. So I met some really wonderful people on the river, and it's just kept me entertained and engaged. And so I'm still doing it. One of my most notable experiences paddling was when I had an opportunity to paddle the Grand Canyon in 2021. Went with a small group of 4 people. We did 20 days and 270 river miles. But growing up in Arizona, I'd hiked the Grand Canyon before, but on the river I had a chance to see it from a totally different perspective. So in 20 days we saw 5 groups and really had a wilderness style experience. Canoeing through on 15-foot wave trains, and I learned a lot, grew a lot as a paddler on that trip. That was definitely a highlight of my paddling career, but we could spend all day talking about paddle stories. So yeah, the difference between whitewater canoeing and kayaking is a subject of a lot of opinions and debate. I love them both. I have tremendous nostalgia for canoeing, whitewater canoeing. As a child in high school, we did a trip, even living in Arizona, we did 5 days of canoeing on the Green River in Utah, which is like class 2, easy class 2 paddling, but super memorable. Canoes are great for multi-day trips. They store a lot of gear. Modern whitewater canoes will tackle just about anything a kayak will. Technically, the skill required in a canoe is different with the single blade and the open hull. You just approach waves and holes and things differently, so the elegance of a canoe is super fun. But I love kayaking too, and whitewater kayaks are super playful. I'd say a little sportier than a canoe. I'm able in a kayak to just be more aggressive and try new skills that I might be more hesitant in the canoe to try, because my roll's more consistent in the kayak. With 2 blades and a closed hull, I just feel more confident to push myself a little harder. But really the hardest decision I have any day I go to the river is, what boat am I going to take? So for advice, what I would recommend for people either just getting started in whitewater boating, or people who just want to get better at certain skills, is training. At the risk of sounding self-serving, training and instruction is really the way to go. I'll say it was my impulse when I first was getting started. I took the beginner whitewater class twice because, like I say, it did not come naturally to me. The river environment is inherently dangerous and full of risks and hazards, and you really want to have a fundamental skill set to build on to have a safe progression on the river. And instruction is the fastest way to do that. Whether it's with NOLI or another school or even a mentor, to go out and have focused time, instruction time on the river, not just paddle trips with a bunch of friends, which are great, and time in the boat is important, and it's how you develop and continue to deepen your skill set. But committed instruction time is super important, and yeah, that's what I'd recommend. We'd love to see you, love to have you at NOLI, but one way or the other, we hope to see you on the river.